Hi guys, it is Elisa here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're having a wonderful one. If you're new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me. I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I have an unboxing from a new to me shop today that I am excited to share with you. This diamond painting is from Art and Soul Diamonds. They are a relatively newer small shop that offers licensed artwork. And most recently, they have started offering hand charting, which you know that I really like. So I'm excited to get into this diamond painting. Take a look. I really like this artist's artwork as well. This one that I got is called, I think that's a typo, it should say Black Roses by Yaroslava Guskova. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And it is a 50 by 60 centimeter square diamond painting. Their boxes are nicely branded. They have artandsouldiamonds.com on the side. They are two different hues of blue. They have their logo up at the top there, Art and Soul, and it says Premium Diamond Painting Kit. Premium License Diamond Painting Kit. On the other side, this is kind of cool. Their catchphrase, let your soul shine. Without further ado, let's take a look at this box. So inside, it looks like it comes in this white bag, a bubble mailer. And inside the bubble mailer, we have the kit that is inside a plastic sleeve. So it is protected very nicely. If any water was to get into the package, I wouldn't be concerned my diamond painting would be ruined. So that's nice to see. Let me find out how to open this without tearing it if I can. It's over here. Heard great things about this shop. I've not yet had the chance to try them myself, so I am excited to get into this kit. Let's unroll it and see what's inside. It is a poured glue canvas, so what I am going to do is I'm just going to roll it backwards on itself. It's actually quite a stiff canvas too. It's not easy, it doesn't easily roll. Let's see. It's nice and sturdy, that's one thing. It's not flimsy. I hate a flimsy canvas, so that's good. But it is quite stiff, I would say, as a descriptive word. The canvas itself is nice, though. It doesn't have any creases, crinkles, or wrinkles. And it's laying nice and flat after rolling it back the other way. Now, what do we get in here? We get some paperwork, looks like. We get a sticker sheet, diamonds, and a toolkit. So let's look at this first. So we get an inventory sheet and has a thumbnail of the image. Now, this sheet is not a sticker sheet, but you could cut this out. But if I'm not mistaken, do we have a thumbnail? Yeah, we have a sticker already. So this is just an extra sheet to have. Some people like having a walking legend. That means that, you know, you're not referencing the legend on the canvas, but you'd rather reference it on the paperwork here. We do have our serial number. We have our symbol. We have our DMC color. It also tells us all of this extra information, which is the original quantity of diamonds, the actual quantity, meaning how much they give you. So you can see that this painting requires 189 of DMC 160, but they give you 400. So they're giving you a lot more than you need should you, you know, experience some trash diamonds or drop some or what have you. It also includes the weight. So if you want to swap out any diamonds, you know exactly how much you want to get and how many bags to expect in here as well. It says here that this is resin diamonds as well, so it'll be nice to take a look at their diamonds. Here is their toolkit, and this is just a basic toolkit. The bag it comes in feels nice and sturdy. We have our basic tray, so our white boat here. I forgot I was zoomed in. We have 3 little rounds of the red wax that come in this little container, so that's nice, keeps it airtight. We have a basic diamond painting pen, so we have a single placer on that side. It comes with, that's probably a 2 or a 3 placer, and then they send this one, which is probably an 8, maybe a 9 placer. They also have metal tweezers, so these are the very sharp, pointy ones, so you want to be careful with them. Some people use tweezers to place their square diamonds. I just use them either to empty the putty from my pen or pop diamonds off if I've misplaced them. Always keep this little plastic end tip here to cover them when they're not in use because they can poke you. And they do send some baggies, so if you have any leftover diamonds, you have a place to put them. So that is nice. Everything you need to diamond paint will come in this basic toolkit. Also has a squishy for the pen. I can't remember if you could tick the box, toolkit or no toolkit. Most shops offer that these days. Most small shops, I should say, offer that these days. Usually if I'm unboxing from a shop on the first time, I will click toolkit, and then subsequently I won't bother with toolkits. We have a sticker sheet here. Why did I zoom out all the way? We have a sticker sheet here. So this entire thing is a sticker sheet. We have all of our sticker labels here. They come with the serial number, the symbol, and the DMC number. We even have a bunch of extra labels should we need them. They are all individually cut and peelable. Let me just pull back here so you can see that. So you can just peel them right off and stick onto your containers. This thumbnail of the artwork is also a sticker. You do have to cut it out though, so just get your craft scissors. When I do this, I'm going to cut out the name of the canvas and the artist as well as the size dimensions because I'm not going to remember them. You could also just write them out if you have a logbook. If you want to keep any of these fun stickers, you could cut those out as well. Looking at these stickers, they are nice and easy to read. They are legible. They are nice and big, so if you have problems with your eyesight, you should be able to see these no problem. I'm just taking a look. It looks like they've tried to put it in order, so they have numbers 1 to 9 as 1 to 9, and then after that they have the alphabet, mostly in numerical order, and they've removed some letters that might be mistaken for others, like B and like they've removed the number B, and they've put a symbol there instead so you don't confuse it with the number 8. By the looks of it, they've put the white symbols on the dark backgrounds and the dark symbols on the light backgrounds, so that is nice to see. Let's take a look at the diamond painting itself. So up at the top, they have their branding, art and soul. You can see that their edges are poked and scalloped. Sorry for the lighting this afternoon. That helps prevent any kind of fraying. As I said, like this canvas is stiff. You can kind of see it there. You can move it around easily, but it does have a stiffness to it. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. It makes it a little bit harder to manipulate it on your diamond painting space, but it's a great size that it should fit on most surfaces anyways. On the top left, they do have a thumbnail of the artwork up there, and then they have the color list with the serial number, the symbol, and the DMC color. That legend is printed nicely. You don't have to squint to see that. I think most people would be able to see that quite nicely. All the symbols are printed very clear, so there's no mistaking anything. They have the same legend on the bottom right of the canvas. And then, again, just bear with me because it's hard to manipulate this canvas because it is so stiff. Down here on the bottom left, they do have the thumbnail again of the original artwork with the name of the artwork, Black Roses, copyright, the artist there, Yaroslava, Guskova. So that means the artist has given permission for the use of this artwork to be used as a diamond painting, and they're also being fairly compensated. This number and letter mix here is likely the model number of the canvas, and then it reminds us of the size. They have their little logo down here as well. Over here, they have their website, artandsouldiamonds.com, and then their email there, artandsouldiamonds@gmail.com. Looking at the plastic on this cover sheet, feels actually pretty thin. That is one recommendation I always like to make. If a company can upgrade it to a thicker plastic, it just makes the overall diamond painting experience a little bit better. It's a little easier to work with a thicker plastic as well. Because their canvas is so stiff, I think it would match well as well. Pulling it back here, let's test the glue. Super, super sticky. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh my gosh. The glue is barely overhanging the edge of the canvas. Boy, oh boy, I've never seen it so good. On this one side, on the right side, it's literally at that drill field. It doesn't overhang at all. On the top, it's only a couple of millimeters. These little creases you can see in the plastic, that is just in the plastic itself. It's not in the canvas. If I pull this back, they all go away. You can see how flat that canvas is lying down. It's actually quite remarkable. I'm very pleased. Now let me try and do this. I always try to do it this way and I always seem to make it worse, but there you go. The printing on this canvas, let me zoom in and pull it up a little bit. It usually makes it pop through nicely. Here is the printing. Look how clear those symbols are. Easy to read, nice and legible. Look at all that hand charting. So this image does have hand charting. The entire background is one color. They have hand charting through the halo. I guess I should show you the image itself. I saw this image and I really liked it. I've worked on this artist's work elsewhere and I am happy she signed here and we can access her artwork again. She looks very beautiful. Her hair is beautiful too. There is color blocking in her face. There's various different skin tones, but I think they will blend nicely. Some confetti in her eyes, which is normal. Her hair has line blocking in it. I call it that color blocking confetti kind of mix where you can get away with using a multiplacer. It still works through very quickly, but you do have more color changes. And then going down here, I really like the cracks on her body kind of looking like concrete. Most of you know that I deal with tons of health problems and my body is completely broken. And when I saw that as part of the image, I really related to that as well. So this one is going to be a fun one for me to work on because when I relate to an image, it just bumps up my diamond painting experience a little bit more. I'm not just working on a canvas for fun. It actually has meaning to me and I tend to really enjoy myself a lot. The body, like her neck and her torso there also has a whole bunch of hand charting in it. The background is hand charted as well. And it looks like they've tried to blend the different colors nicely. The black roses here look beautiful. They do have the type of color blocking confetti. You can tell that they've been intentionally hand charted. And then in the bottom here, the background color down here is all color blocking as well. So I can definitely tell that there has been intentional hand charting in this diamond painting. I mean, you won't be able to tell how good it is until you put the diamonds down, but from first look, I think it's going to turn out really nicely. Let me just flip this around and pull this plastic back a little bit more. The glue on the edges down here as well look very good, only a couple of millimeters along the bottom. Why we always mention that is because if there's too much overhang of glue, when you're diamond painting, your sweater fuzz, your sweatshirt fuzz, pet hair dander, dust can get stuck in that outside layer of glue. It can make it look a little grungy, so we like when we see barely any overhanging. You can also put washi tape over that to help protect it so you don't get any of that dust, pet hair, etc. stuck to the glue. But that is the canvas. I'm actually really impressed. It is, I'm still surprised how stiff it is. It's laying so flat now. Like I don't even think I needed to roll it back. It must have a self-flattening layer. The back of the canvas, I should say, is that felty, soft finish. The top of it is shiny, kind of like that polyester finish with the sparkles on it as well. And then yeah, the back, I don't know if you can see that through there, but it's kind of the soft velvety feel. Typical of what we see in diamond paintings these days. Then we have the bags of diamonds. So the nice thing I see is that the diamonds are in individual baggies. So if you don't want to kit up into containers or you like kitting up into baggies, all I would do is pop a dryer sheet in these diamonds, put the sticker on the package, and good to go. Let's look at all of the different colors, and then I will pull some out. I'm not going to go through every DMC. These are supposed to be resin squares, and by the looks of it, they do look like they are resin. I'm not seeing any dimples. They look super shiny and super faceted. I'm actually going to grab a diamond painting tray too. They do have the model number on the bag here as well, which I pointed out on the bottom left of the canvas. So if you want to separate your canvas from your diamonds, you can do so and match them up quite easily. Now, they often say to show a dark color because there's going to be more trash in a dark color. So let's pour some of these out. What is this? 15939. This is just a tray from Yellow Dog Designs I grabbed to show you the diamonds. Those look fairly good. Let me zoom in here as well. So you can see, if I do it right, you can see that sparkle. So they are super sparkly. They do look resin to me because of that sparkle. They're super faceted, and I'm not seeing any dimples on any of the colors when we were going through just looking at the different colors. So I'm pretty confident that they do look like resin. They're sitting fairly nicely together. You can see there are a couple of tabs that make them sit with a bit of a space between them. Any diamonds with tabs, when I'm working on squares, I put in the trash tray because Tabs and square drills are not friends. They just don't work out well. But it looks like there are plenty of good diamonds in this tray. Yeah, lots of good diamonds in this tray. That's why companies do send you about 20% more diamonds than what is quoted so that they can account for any tabs and things like that. It's inevitable in diamond painting when you're working with resin diamonds to have a little bit of trash. But I'm not seeing any diamonds with little holes on the top of them. So that's nice. That's always a bother as well. Aside from a few tabs, a couple of plastic pieces, they look really good. Let's see if I can get them back. The other thing I'm not noticing is static, so that's nice to see. 0 static so far. What I do to combat static is I usually will pop, when I'm kitting up, I will pop a dryer sheet in here anyways, just to combat any static that might develop when I'm working on the diamond painting. Let's just grab another color. Let's do this one and take a look at a lighter color. They actually look like they are in order too, so that's really nice to see. It's very common to get bags of diamonds like this and they're all thrown in the bag. Look how sparkly those ones are. Those ones look really nice. They look like a disco ball. And they're sitting together side by side really nice as well. Very little tabs, very little trash, if any at all, in this color. So again, the lighter colors tend to have less trash, darker colors tend to have more trash, and that's because darker colors are more common, and the molds that are used to make the diamonds break down a lot faster than with lighter colors. So if they're not changed out as often, you will notice, you know, over time, a certain color will start having a lot more trash diamonds. Just a fact for you guys. So I'm not going to pull out any more colors, but let's flip it over again so we can see all of the beautiful colors in this kit. Actually, hey, I forgot. There are special diamonds in this kit. I totally forgot about that. I'm glad I took a second look. They're at the bottom here. So we have some, oh, what do they call them? I believe they call them soul dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I grabbed exactly the right amount. Let me zoom out a tiny bit. So there's 5 soul dust in here. So soul dust essentially is fairy dust. And what color do I want to show you? This one is standing out the most. So let's do this one. This one does have static in it. This kind of static, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to blow into the bag just like I'm fogging up a car window, and that should help. Once I blow into it, I just do this a little bit, let that humidity go throughout there, and look, the static is absolutely gone. This is also a brand new tray that I don't think I've wiped down with a dryer sheet as well, so it might create static on its own. Here are these soul dust diamonds. It's so hard to get them to come through the camera, but they have a very faint dusting of mica powder on the top that makes them sparkle, very subtle. Not as bold and bright as ABs. I actually tend to like the soul dust or fairy dust type diamonds a lot more than the ABs. It just gives an overall subtle glimmer. These ones look really nice up in person. Still a little bit of static in there, but nothing a dryer sheet would not fix. Let's see if I can get them back. And why don't we, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them on this type of canvas. I have a feeling the colors are going to be sprinkled throughout in the different areas, but we might be able to find some of the yellows, for example. Yeah, the yellow fairy dust. I do see some in the roses, so let's zoom out. Soul dust, sorry. So all of this yellow highlights that you're seeing in all of the roses is going to have some of that yellow, this yellow here, soul dust sprinkled throughout. Not all of it is, but it is sprinkled through all of the flowers. And then I do see some, which will be interesting, but on her skin where it's yellow, it's where light would be bouncing off, I imagine. There is some of that there. I'm not certain how that will look, being that it's such a bright color, but you really don't know until you get the diamonds down. I am seeing some in her cheeks, on her cheeks, I should say. I am seeing some in the yellow in the her fairy ears. And then, yes, I expected some to be up in here. So throughout here, there is a bunch of that sprinkled in as well. So that's where we find most of it is in the halo there. Now, where am I going to find green? And where would the blues be? So we have a dark blue and a light blue. It's kind of hard to tell there. So equal sign and an A. Okay. So A is 41, yeah. So some of the lighter blue is actually outlining the roses at the bottom here. You can kind of see that light blue at the bottom. So there is some outline of it there. Sprinkled in over here, just a few. And then, yeah, I'm seeing the dark blue soul dust sprinkled in the middle. In here as well. And then the greens is a plus sign and a question mark. So I'm seeing some of the question mark is the lighter green. So again, we have a dark green and a light green soul dust. I'm seeing the light green at the bottom mixed with that light blue fairy dust soul dust. Sorry, it's really hard to remember all of these different words. All the way around the bottom here and up the sides too. And then the dark one is the plus sign. Do I see? I don't see the, oh, I do see a few in this flower over here in the middle. Do I see any up here? No. Did I see some? Yeah, so they have, looks like also in the background, there's some stars. You can kind of see these. So there's some blue fairy dust, soul dust. There's some blue soul dust over here. There's a blue in each of these. There's some green soul dust up in here and green and blue up in here. So yeah, like I expected, there's just a sprinkling of it everywhere. The yellow is by far the largest quantity that we were going to find in this diamond painting. Most of it's in the halo. I am interested to see some of it on her skin. I don't usually like special diamonds on skin unless it's in her makeup. Maybe it is blush, but I think it probably is blush. But the placement here has me a little bit worried, but I'm sure it's going to work out and look gorgeous. Let me just get these in order and put them away. So that is this painting. I think the image itself is gorgeous. I love this artist's artwork. I thought it would look good in hand charting, which is why I chose this image, and I can't wait to see how the rendering comes together when the diamonds are down. I really would like to work on this sooner than later because I haven't worked on an Art and Soul diamond painting yet, so it would be nice to see what their quality is like so that, you know, if I do want to buy more, I'm prepared. I actually have already picked up 2 other diamond paintings from them. I think I might have got the other 2 in round, if I'm not mistaken. I've been finding that I'm really enjoying rounds right now, so I'm pretty sure at least one of them is in round. I think they're both in round, so I'll be able to show you the difference in the canvas and the diamonds as well. But I do like what I see. The nice thing about Art and Soul is that what you pay on the website is what you pay. Shipping is included, and they drop ship from China, which means that there's no customs or duties on arrival. So that is a bonus, especially as an international folk, when buying diamond paintings, to have things drop ship and have shipping included in the overall price is just a bonus. It really makes a great shopping experience. Definitely check out Art and Soul Diamonds. They release new artwork all of the time. They still have some of their diamond paintings in the computer rendered version. Computer rendered usually means high confetti count. There's not usually any hand touch-ups done by a human, so it's just based on the computer pattern. Tend to be super full of confetti. Some people do like that. If you like more hand-charted options, they are coming out with more and more. I believe it should say in their listings if an item is hand-charted. If it doesn't say or you can't find it, just email the owners. They are quite responsive to email and they will get back to you. But in my experience, it's pretty easy to see what is hand-rendered. I believe they even have a option on their website in the menu to go to the hand-charted kits. One of them I'm getting in the mail is an artwork by Regan Kubicek, and it is going to be hand-rendered round, and the other one is going to be computer rendered. So you'll be able to see that on my channel as well. Let me know if you've purchased from Art and Soul before. What kits have you gotten? If you've been working on Art and Soul kits, I'd love to see your progress. Don't forget to share them in the Facebook group, Licensed Diamond Painting Fans Canada and Friends. Any licensed diamond painting shop can be shared in that group. I would love to see your progress. If you made it to the end of this video, why not leave me a rose emoji? There are black roses in here. Leave me a rose emoji, even if it's red, or something cute. How about a heart or a butterfly, something, or an angel if there's an angel, any kind of emoji. Just let me know you got to the end. Leave me a little comment. Let me know how you're doing if you feel up to it. If you're new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free to do so. You can also hit the notification bell to be notified notified when I post new videos. I also have channel memberships turned on right now. If you'd like to join, there is a link in my video description that will take you there regardless of what device you are on. So if you are an iPhone user, you will be able to join. With all of that being said, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and I will talk to you later. Happy diamond painting! Bye!